Hello, sirs. Here I am again. Actually, not again. I believe this is my first video on the Bridgeworld, which is, for the ones that don't know, the ecosystem, the metaverse for Treasure DAO. The guys behind Magic, behind the Legions, and also partners with lots of new, NFTs projects that are being launched in Arbitrum. Bridgeworld, as you can see, it has this cool music that you hear on the background. And it has all these different places. You can see here Atlas Mine, Summoning Circle, Barracks, that you can use to interact with the metaverse by using the different pieces of this entire ecosystem. And the pieces are three, perhaps more than, three. Legions, which are I would say the characters, the active characters. Then treasures, which is, as the name implies, it is all generated from treasures from layer 1. I've already explained that in the other video, but basically treasures are the objects of power in this world. And then finally consumables, which is, as the name implies, stuff that we consume to boost the legions and the treasures. Okay, so many stuff that you can do here. It all started with the pilgrimage, which is basically all the legions that we had. You can see here that I have 3 legions. I had more, but I've sold some. Probably I'll buy more. I'm also generating them. For example, the summoning here generates legions. But it all started with the pilgrimage. Then the legions were available. Then the first one was the Atlas Mine, where you stake your magic in a farming capability, and then you can add, you can also stake legions, you can also stake treasures, so that you boost your farming and your yield. Then you had also the barracks. It's where you do the summoning. Then you also have the questing, which is basically sending, and the questing is here in the ivory tower, where you send your I can give an example. For example, you send your legions. You can see all my legions have been sent here, and then they give you back treasures, and they give you back consumables, okay, that you can sell or you can keep to use in the near future. So the complexity of this environment is quite astounding, because there are many ways. Sorry, I wasn't supposed to take this long. I was supposed to talk about the forge and the crafting that just started yesterday. But this is so intriguing and interesting that I would like to talk a little bit more. And again, this is my channel. I do whatever I want. So what I was saying is that the interesting thing about treasure that is being very well done is that, under the hood, this is basically DeFi applied to NFTs, or NFTs applied to DeFi, where you're just, staking your assets to generate yield and to generate more assets and to generate the underlying token, which is, in this case, is magic. Okay, but the different ways that you have to achieve that goal, so basically the different pathways for return on investment, are quite vast. Okay, and they have so many variables that contribute. So, for example, consuming consumables, staking treasures, mixing different types of legions, that it's really hard. I mean, people have done Excel spreadsheets to calculate that and all that. But if you're a lazy guy like me, you just experiment. And there are different ways of obtaining different ROIs with your assets, and that's really astounding, and it's really a gamification of DeFi. I would say this is the first really cool, and we are just at the beginning, really cool and attractive gamification of DeFi. Okay, so as I said, many approaches, but right now I would like to focus on the forge. What is the forge? So basically the forge is where legions can utilize treasures to craft powerful consumables. So are consumables that are better than the ones that you get on questing, for example, that will help you at a later point in time to do all the other tasks. Okay, especially as the universe expands. So the main things is that you need a legion and you need treasures. So let's go into here. So I have my Genesis special, which is a rare legion, a numeraire. You can see here. So you select it, and then you select the difficulty of your crafting. Right now, only the lowest level of difficulty, which is the prism, is the one available. And then you have to select treasures from different tiers in order to craft. Okay, so two things here. So first, you need the legion. That's already the metaverse is forcing you into acquiring legions. So this is good for the marketplace because, as I've explained in my other videos, Magic and Treasure DAO has a very vibrant marketplace. You can see it here. So it's my inventory. Let's go into here, Legion Genesis, for example. So the floor is at 14,000, which is this is in Magic. This is in ETH. This is it. Yeah, 18 Ethereum, the floor, so it's quite high. You can see that the numeraire is 20,000 Magic, which is a lot. There's only 24 listings, so already a supply shock there, and 2 million in volume. So 2 million times, I believe Magic is around 375. So this is almost 8 million USD in transaction value. Okay, in volume. So it's quite large, and so that's the first thing that you need. The second one, let's go back to Forge. The second one is, let's select, it's treasures. Okay, and treasures, after we started, for example, questing that generated treasures went down in price because there was an overflow of treasures in the market. Okay, so there's lots of supply or more supply, so the demand was the same, so basically the price went down. This is pure economics, right? And with introduction of crafting, basically treasures are now valuable and useful. Okay, so there's a use case for treasures, so their price is going up. Just to give you an example, let's go back to the market. Let's go into treasures, and you have all these tiers. Let's go into tier 4, which I believe, no, not tier 4, tier 4, tier 5. No, tier 3, sorry, that's the one. It's the other way around. Yeah, so for example, I crafted a small bird in one of my quests, and I was very happy because it's a tier 3 rarer treasure. And the price, this was like 3 or 4 days ago, and the price was at 400 Magic. And now, just in a couple of days, because of this crafting mechanism, the price has already gone up. So it's really interesting to see all these economics dynamics that really, as soon as the team introduces a use case, immediately there's a change in the price of stuff, which is very cool and really shows how economics work. Perhaps our central banks should take a look at this. Then perhaps they understand too well and they just manipulate it all. But this will. As I said, we're already a supply shock in legions, and now we'll have a supply shock in treasures. I spent some Magic early this morning in buying treasures because I needed those for crafting. Okay, and then crafting generates, as I said, some consumables, some powerful consumables. You can see here you can craft prism, you can craft harvester, and you can craft extractors. And the prisms, for example, increase the likelihood of obtaining rarer heroes, I believe, in the summoning. So this is all connected, and it's quite fascinating. Then the harvester, it's quite a complex structure in the Bridgeworld ecosystem, where different guilds of people can have a harvester, and the harvester will just generate magic. So this is all combined and connected, and it's very interesting. One interesting portion is that your treasures can be reused in different craftings, but they have a chance to break. So the most common ones have a higher chance to break, and if they break, they are consumed and you can no longer use them. Sorry, COVID. No, not COVID. I'm okay. And so yeah, so they can be consumed, and this really gives another layer to the supply and the need for treasures. Okay, but I spoke a lot, so let's get back into this. Let's see how this goes. So you go there. So I have a Favor of the Gods here, which is a tier 3 treasure that I bought this morning because I needed it. You deposit it. Then you go to tier 3 and you need two treasures. So I put 2. I put a blue rupee and a common feather, deposit. And then I need 4 common. So let's put 2 beetle wings. Let me see, 2 red rupees. 2 red rupees. Yeah, that seems fine. Or let's give some. No, let's give some variety. Perhaps the variety will help on the crafting. So a pearl, quarter penny, and the red rupee. Okay, let's go. So I have it all here. Approve the treasures. As you can see in Arbitrum, this is quite fast, so it should be approving anytime now. Actually, the transaction was already successful, so I just need now to change it here. It takes a little bit longer because it has to interact with the blockchain. Okay, it's done. Now approve magic. Give permission. Okay. And then you craft it. Okay, it's fast. And now you craft it, and you'll spend 5 magic. So 5 magic is around 17 USD. And wish me luck now. So I have a rare Legion. I have a medium rare or an uncommon tier 3 treasure, and then 6 more common treasures. Let's see how it goes. I'm crafting for the first time. I hope nothing breaks and I get a successful prism. Okay, transaction good. And then I just need to press claim rewards. Nothing to claim. Oh my god! It went claim rewards. Yes! Crafting. Still crafting. Okay, let's see how it goes. Oh! Sorry. It takes 1 day. I didn't know about it. Okay, so it takes 1 day to craft. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware. Yeah, these always have, for example, quest has 7 hours duration. So 8 hours duration, sorry. Summoning is a 7 days duration because, summoning really generates cool stuff, new legions. Just to give an example, I have a Genesis rare here, which is the most rare type of legions. And besides the 1/1s, there are only 5 of those. So all class Genesis rare gave me a rare common, not a rare common, a rare auxiliary legion that is worth 1,100 magic. So that's almost like 4,000 USDs in a 7 week, basically doing nothing. So it's really cool. And so yeah, so there's different times. So I apologize for that. I didn't know. So I'll make an editing to this video to add actually the result of this crafting. So thank you very much for listening in. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll keep exploring the ecosystem of magic and treasure DAO. Thank you. Bye.